Oh, hey there. So when people started asking me, how are you preparing for the fall? I didn't realize they were talking about autumn. So I've made zero preparation for the leaves falling. All right, so speaking of zero preparation, I want to tell you a quick story. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, I was a drug addict, okay? I had been for years. It wasn't good. I finally overdosed and died and went to hell. I got a second chance at life, and I got saved. But I still felt tormented, and let me explain to you what I mean by that. I couldn't look myself in the mirror, so I did a lot of acid and a lot of drugs, and I didn't know what was real and what wasn't real. And I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I felt like my eyes were bleeding all the time. I didn't know, like when I looked at stuff in front of other people and they didn't react to it, I'm like, did they see it and they're just not reacting? Or like, I didn't know it was real. I had nightmares every night where demons were chasing me, where I felt like I was in hell, or I was going to hell, or I was just battling darkness. I had sleep paralysis all the time, where it felt like there's a demon right in my face all night long, and I couldn't move, and it was horrifying. And then one day, and I'm sharing this for a reason, okay? Then one day, I was sitting out in a parking lot in an apartment complex, and I started talking to some guy. And we started talking, I told him about this, and he goes, but in Timothy it says that God's given us a sound mind. And he said it so matter-of-factly, like, but God gave us a sound mind. Like, you're a Christian, God gave you a sound mind. And I was like, yeah, but you don't understand all that I've done. But I didn't say anything. I didn't make excuses for myself. I just went, maybe I'm the dumb one. Because he's saying it just like, that's the way it should be. So he just goes, but in Timothy it says that God gave us a sound mind. And I was like, He probably saw my head tilt. And he goes, have you prayed about it? And I'm like, well, no. And he goes, you want to? I'm like, well, now I do. And so he did, just right there. He just said, God, please deliver John from these demons, and from these nightmares, and from this insanity that he's experiencing. Please let him have a sound mind again, and let him have peace in his heart. I haven't had a nightmare since. That's been 34 years. So I realize that everybody can make excuses, and they can say, oh yeah, but you don't understand, my life is so bad, blah, blah, blah. My life was pretty bad. Okay, I mean, I was homeless and I was a drug addict, and I died. Like, that's pretty bad. But God can deliver you from that. And I think, stop trying to justify it in your mind. Stop trying to go, yeah, but let me tell you all the reasons why it won't work. And just come to Jesus and go, look, I believe you. In the Bible, whenever Jesus went to a town and they started in on like, oh, you're just the carpenter's son, who do you think we are? Or who do you think you are? He just went, okay. And he went on his way. And then it says, he did not do many miracles in that town because of their lack of faith. But then in other places, they believed him, and so miracles were aplenty. So all I'm saying is this: why don't you stop fighting and making excuses and just trust God? It's time to be healed. I love you guys.